Rosaria supports the Cryo Spirit character, and this is the Rosaria physical and cryo damage build guide starting right now. Rosaria is packed up with good skills and abilities that make her have an assassin type of feel. She does pretty fast normal attacks with high damage charge attacks. Her E skill makes her go behind smaller enemies, so you need to utilize this skill depending on situations. This skill has short cooldown, making you be able to spam this while maintaining cryo effect so you can utilize melt. Her Q skill is my favorite, being that it has 60 energy cost with really good cryo effector, doing pretty decent damage, as this skill will enable your pyro characters to apply melt consistently. Rosaria is capable of going two different builds. First is the physical build, as with this build you are looking to have one electro character to apply super conduct so she can do more physical damage. Visual and Beto has the skill set to really help her make this happen. Rosaria's cryo build is where she is more supporty, as with this build you're looking to maximize freeze and melt. It fits really well with Hydro characters, as they can continuously apply freeze so you can have the ultimate sustain. Melt is very OP, and she will help out your pyro characters deal massive damage. Not to mention that Rosaria's melt does this shot pretty decent damage as well. And with Chongyun, Rosaria now does all cryo damage. You can focus on cryo damage artifacts and crit damage, as she can deal massive numbers herself. As to describe the physical and cryo damage Rosaria build, she is at level 89 for the weapon using the Black Clip Pole Refinement rank 3, for the artifacts using the 2-piece Bloodstained and 2-piece Blizzard Stare for 18% physical damage increase and 15% cryo damage increase. This is more of a balanced build, and I will go over all the different builds in detail coming up in this video. This build allows me to use Rosaria to proc freeze and melt, and her Q allows me to do that. So getting 15% increase in cryo is a must, and the best case scenario will be getting the 4-piece Blizzard set. For the constellation, she is cons 2, and for the talents, upgrade normal and charge attacks if you're prioritizing on physical build. If not, and you want to use Rosaria like me and focus on cryo damage, then her Q seems like a safe investment. Her Q allows the party to go through Sprial Abyss floor 12 easily, and I'll leave the gameplay at the end of the video. Her first passive talent allows her to crit more after she uses her E, and her second allows all the party members except Rosaria to get 15% of her crit rate for 10 seconds. This allows her to be a great support after she uses her burst. This is a great passive you should always abuse. For physical build, you can opt in for free to play option Crescent Pike, as this weapon will allow you to deal additional damage, and if you're lucky enough to craft these, it can be a great option for you. And the Dragon Spine Spear is also going to be a great option as well. These weapons will allow her to deal more physical damage, as in the footage she is using Black Cliff Pole. For the artifacts, Bloodstained and Gladiator will be your main focus. You can opt in for 4-piece Glad, as you can do more damage with your normals. With 4-piece Bloodstained, you can prioritize on charge attacks, as the footage shows. Consider using 2-piece Glad and 2-piece Blood. In this way, you are more balanced. For the substats, look for crit rate and damage, attack percent, and ER and EM. For cryo build, you are looking to optimize elemental reactions for the party, and so the artifacts Blizzard Stare will give you additional cryo damage, and with 4-piece you will have increased crit rate. The 4-piece set is the best option in my opinion, but if you're like me and have bad rolls, then you can opt in for 2-piece Blizzard and 2-piece Noblesse, or 2-piece Glad, or 2-piece Wonders, or even 2-piece Bloodstained for the balanced build. For the best weapons with the cryo build, I recommend Deathmatch and Black Cliff Pole, as these will help her the most. For the substats, look for crit rate and damage, elemental mastery, attack percent, and energy recharge. And as for my final thoughts, I feel like she's capable of replacing Ganyu in terms of what support she brought to my team. I'll have a gameplay coming up next, and usually Ganyu does the support, but Rosaria seems to be just as good, but I am missing out on massive charge attack damage with Ganyu though. Having 60 cooldown on Q makes it so that I'm able to spam abilities focusing on freeze and melt, and despite not using much on her other skills, her Q skill is good enough to support the team that I run. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing, because I will dish out much more Genshin content. I'll go live very soon. I have been very busy with other projects. I'll catch you in the next video, and I'll see you in the stream very soon. The gameplay starts right now.
許さない。許さない。
みんながそばにいてくれ。兵器神速。みんながそばにいてくれれば。
眠るのに
逃げられるかな。